You know, we love to tap into Brian's brain and see where he gets his design inspo from. So now we have the opportunity to do so. We're going to talk a little bit about your travels.
Yes.
I get so excited when I look back at my travel photos. So talk to me a little bit about how you glean design inspo from travel.
Well, you should take a lot of pictures when you travel, because I look back at some of these pictures and I don't remember taking that picture.
Yeah.
So yes, you want to be inspired by that. But I have about 50,000 pictures on my iPhone.
I'm not shocked at all. Yours are travel, mine are selfies.
Yeah. Yeah, you will not see me in pictures. But I put them in files, so everybody should do that. I just put them in files so I can reference them. So
Yeah.
This was in London, and I saw this beautiful building in the brick and limestone, and I thought, when we're working on projects that are brick buildings, maybe do precast or limestone or paint the trim a limestone color. So I just love the way this is done. This one was a row of townhouses in London, probably from the late 1700s. And I love this portico. A lot of houses just have the front door on it. They have no cover. So I love the way they did this portico. This is limestone, but you could do this out of wood. And I'm going to do this in my house with this hedge on
that's
top.
different.
And there's a window there that you can reach out. Don't reach out too far.
Water it.
But water those. Or you can do artificial, but if you really want to do real ones. And then I love lanterns because it gives that soft glow and it focuses on the front door. So this is a lot of inspiration. So I have this in different files: gardening, architecture, lighting.
Nice. Okay, and you'll refer to that when you got a client and they're looking for something a little different in their entranceway or what have you,
Exactly,
right?
and especially this. Look at this color.
Yeah.
The green windows, the green trim. Why not do that on a house? Like,
Why
this
not?
is that British racing green almost.
Yeah.
And think outside the box. See how it's done. Again, we talked about this earlier. You got to be careful. Like I was saying earlier, I had a client that went to Tuscany, and she came back and she said, "Stop everything. I want my house Tuscan."
Right.
And I said, "That's not happening. So call me in 2 weeks, because we're not doing that." And then 2 weeks later, she said, "You're so right. I was just in the mood. We're not doing that." So don't do.
She got the inspo, she got the bug, and then you came back and it's like, we are not in Tuscany here.
London's a little easier.
It might not work. Okay, so if we're moving right along, let's talk a little bit about a very different scene. Where are you here?
Charleston. And,
okay, we're in the south.
Yeah, look at this beautiful staircase in the front of the porch. I love the way this looks. But what really attracted me, aside from everything, is this wood door. We don't see a lot of wood front doors. We see painted front doors. So this is in a mahogany because of the climate. And mahogany doors are perfect for here because we make boats out of mahogany. So they can handle the water. Actually, they get stronger with the water.
So they're not going to do the, like, expanding, contracting,
Correct.
all that? Okay.
So you wouldn't do a pine door.
Right.
You could do oak, but mahogany is perfect because it's made, or teak. Teak boats, perfect. And look at this. Look at these. This was called a sleeping porch.
That's right up my alley.
Isn't that great?
Well, I like to sleep on a porch.
Exactly.
Right? And this is like gorgeous. I mean, is this one house or several units of an apartment building?
Well, this is one house, dates back hundreds of years, but the architecture was really designed for the environment. It wasn't just a generic house. It was near the water. They needed the breeze. They also had fans in there for the bugs. And so it was really perfect for that environment. But you can bring it here. How beautiful would that be if you have a flat roof and a section of your house that has a second floor deck?
Yeah, that's lovely.
And then color. The pink, the green, the yellow. That's great. I see a lot of that in the east coast of Canada.
Right.
Beautiful houses in color.
And who's this walking so gallantly in the streets of Charleston?
Let's change.
He looks like a model.
Let's change that one.
Let's go to, where are we shopping?
Okay, we are at Harrods.
Yes.
And
well, we're back in London now, right?
We're back in London. And if you're in London, you have to go to Harrods. You have to go to the food hall. And a lot of countries have food halls in them, which are so fantastic, and they're so different. Different countries, different architecture. Some are in tents. Some are in old buildings. But I took this because I thought, what a great idea for a cooktop hood. It's this wired glass with the metal on the detail. Also, the open shelves here. I love to do open shelves. I thought, well, this is interesting. It's black metal and black metal shelves. And also the vintage inspired lighting for over an island, which I love. And then the flooring. the square. This is a great way to take square tiles and make them look more important with these little black cabochons, we call them.
And you found the 4 seconds when there is no one walking into your shot.
Yeah, this is
Harrods is a zoo, so you must have just been waiting to get that shot. That's beautiful. And this is stunning. So is this a restaurant?
This is the old Connaught Hotel.
Oh my gosh.
Which is very old. It goes back to the 1800s. Look at this architecture. So this is where we want to embrace. We don't want to knock down old houses.
No.
We want to save old houses.
Yeah.
So here they did lighting to highlight that. They painted all the trim white. It was probably dark because there's a lot of dark paneling in here, but modern furniture.
Yeah.
So the blend, if you're a modern person, still embrace the traditional architecture.
Yes, I like the juxtaposition between the two, which is lovely.
This is me shopping for marble in Italy.
Oh,
so
it's
look
a marble
at me.
quarry.
Here's
Look at the
and
little
here
people.
is the mountain.
Yeah, mountain of marble.
And look at this block. Look at the size of this guy with the block.
Unbelievable.
So when you're going shopping, you're buying the little marble tiles, think this is where it's coming from.
That's where it came from.
This is where the marble came from, Michelangelo's David.
That is so cool. So not everybody gets to go in there.
No, you can't get in there. But we were doing an entire building in stone, so we had to pick it for a huge high rise. But just to remind you where things come from. So when you're buying things, think about who made it, where it came from, the age of it. This was very enlightening.
And if you're getting a slab, if you're getting one of those big slabs, it is going to arrive at your place or the commercial building in one slab.
That's why I feel so guilty when I go there and I'm like, I don't like that little dot
Can
there.
you
And I'm like, this is where it came from.
Yeah.
They're thinking that little dot is
and they're
like
going to
that.
transport the whole thing across to the other side of the world.
Correct.
Like that's why it costs. Carrara marble costs what it costs.
Exactly.
It's coming out of there. Beautiful, Brian. I love getting inspo from your travels.
Thanks.